I'm in the courtyard of between building 4 and building 2. We're looking at building 4 where we're getting windows. We had two window deliveries this week. Boys got the windows in here on the west side, and they're also installing on the east side as we speak. We'll go around the other side. Here we are on the east side of building 4. You can see the top floor windows, and most of the second floor windows are installed at this point, working down towards the first floor. Spent a lot of time this week getting the site organized, start to maneuver things around to a better spot, be able to get it, clean up some of the debris that's been laying around. We had the advantage of having use of a skid steer to clean up stuff that had been kicking around and wasn't able to, a little bit too much for handwork. So as you can see, things are starting to clean up nicely. This area over here between building 4 and building 2 is going to be utilized for our lumber storage. Up until now, they've kind of been dropping things wherever they want. So we're going to tidy that up and have this area for them to use. I'm on the first floor of building 1. This is down at the west side, just before the tunnel. You can see all the concrete's been cut, jackhammered, removed for underground plumbing in this section. As we get down further, they've trenched, and down to the east end, they've actually started with some underground installation. Plan is to get inspected over there this week. I'm not sure what day yet. The inspectors have certain days. Building inspector likes to come out here on a Wednesday. Tom from Eamon is going to check on his inspector to see what his day is, if he has one. So one likely Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll be inspected down there and ready to backfill. Still in building 1, first floor, there's a section here. This wall was all bricked in, as well as right over here where that staging is. That area was bricked in as well. We had to remove these walls for two reasons. One is to get the underground plumbing to go through, but also that becomes part of a unit. These walls impeded that. These walls were able to remain because they end up being a wall within the bedroom of this unit. And this is the middle section of first floor, building 1. As you can see, that this has been cut, jackhammered, removed, trenched, and sanded, ready for plumbing. This is the east end of building 1, where the underground has begun. We just spoke about. All laden sand, bedded, ready for inspection. Not quite halfway. They started yesterday, being Friday, is when they started with the underground. So they'll wrap this up Monday, and with the anticipation, as we said, of the possibility of a Tuesday inspection for this section. I'm on the 4th floor of building 1. As I spoke in last week's episode of an inspection for the shear walls, which happened. Joe Sansucci came out on Wednesday and gave his blessing, where we have bathrooms that are back to back for the tubs. What happens is the shear wall connection would not be seen after sheetrock. So he needs to check that first, give his approval, which he did for floors 4 and 3. and we're starting to close up. The guys actually have closed up on floor 4, working on floor 3, and we'll start installing tubs. Still in building 1, 4th floor. As you can see, the electricians have manned up their crew. They've started to pull wire through 4th floor, also working on 3rd floor. Starting to catch up. HVAC going very well, as you can see. Looking down in the courtyard from building 1, you can see this pile of concrete. This has been removed from the 1st floor of building 1. The site contractor actually has a rubble dumpster coming on Monday, which we will find a place for. That way these guys can dump the rock right into the dumpster and not create this mess that we've got going on here. Again, we swing back to a shot down below of building 4 where you can see the window installation that we looked at earlier. This is the floor in building 2, 2nd floor. You hear a little commotion. That's the guys replacing section down the north end. This section here as well needs some repair. Almost all of it needs repaired down, removed and replaced down the north end. Middle section halfway decent, or decent enough to leave. And then we've got a section down here on the southwest end that is terrible. So that will be removed Monday and repaired as well. I'm in a bedroom in a unit of building 5, 4th floor, which has a real nice feature here. It's a little, like a cupola prism type thing with some windows in it. And this just, you look at, I'm not sure if you can see a good shot of it, but get a little bit of the gear system here. And this look, you look up in the bedroom right to this whole structure. Real nice, kind of a cool feature. Obviously, you're going to have to do some insulating, more than likely on the outside, try and keep this look. I'm on the 2nd floor of building 5. You can see we've got some plastic sprinkler run in a number of these units. The intention was, Covenant was a little concerned that we had everything the way that Maurice Paulette, the third-party review for the fire department, was satisfied with our intent of installation on this section where we've gone to plastic in the lower levels. So we had a meeting this week. Maurice came out took a look at a number of these units. At that time we had about 3 of these units done. Now we've gone well down the hallway with it, and he was satisfied. Really no problems at all. So we're going to carry on with plastic, and we have a shipment of steel coming to get rolling with a steel crew over on building 1 and plastic crew on building 5. So they won't quite be manned up fully till the week after next, and then we'll be rolling solid with them. But they do have men on site and doing pretty well, even for a short crew. This is a shot looking down at the east end of building 5, 2nd floor. You can see they got a lot of framing done on the north side as well, working their way down on the north side, heading west. Here's a look from building 5 down into building 4, 2nd floor. is all framed. This area over here where we have a large stockpile, we got another couple deliveries this week. This area would be filled by a unit, mechanical room, and elevator. I'm on the first floor of building 5. See, we're marked out for cutting for underground plumbing. You can hear the saw running down the other end. We run the wet saw through, cut these lines, couple cross cuts. They've been jackhammering up until this point, but they're going to try a new system where they're going to make them 2-foot cubes, and you got a crew coming in to just lift those out right into the dumpster. See if they get a little bit more. The beginning of the week was a little rough. They were took a little while to get that learning curve and get this thing moving along, but it started to pick up well. You're going to try and make some better time with this other system, see if that works. Haven't run into really anything unusual. No large boulders, no real thickness changes of concrete. So, and the digging's been pretty good. The gravel is not bad at all.